So they've released a Fauci documentary. That's the literal title. The title is Fauci. And I've been saying this for the longest time. Anthony Fauci is obsessed with attention. And what I believe happened is the Democrats went to him at the beginning of the pandemic and said, listen, we'll make you a star. You're going to be the superstar. You're going to be the guy everyone goes to in the pandemic. You're going to be the star, but you got to go along with what we say. And you got to go along with our narrative. And that's what he did. And they released a documentary. We're still in the pandemic. We are still in the pandemic. And let's see how it did. You simply Google it and you're met with this. The reviews, 966 reviews, a few 5-star ratings, and just like 1.1 overall rating. Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 91 overall percent. Their audience gave it a 2%. 91%, 35 total reviews, 2% over 500 reviews. And I love the people that were saying, oh, all those people giving it a negative reviews, it's just because they hate Fauci and it's political. What about the 35 so-called critics that gave him a 91% that work for Rotten Tomatoes? I would love them to poll Rotten Tomatoes and all their critics and how many of them, are liberal. I would guess it'd be over 90%. I'd guess it'd be over 90%. So they're giving it a positive review because he's liberal. And sure, there are going to be people that give it a negative review just because it's Fauci and whatever. But what is this? This dude signed off on a documentary that is just his name. That's the title of it. Fauci. This dude's obsessed with attention. And it's the middle of the pandemic? Oh, yeah, it's the middle of the pandemic. So this is rating by demographic. All ages 1.6. This is out of 5 stars. 1.6 males, 1.5 females, 2.9. I guess that, there's more females that are liberal. I don't know. But overall, this is just crazy. It's crazy. And here are some of the reviews. So here, ladies and gentlemen, these are some of the positive reviews of this great documentary as the pandemic is still going on, of course. Shines a light on his accomplishments and the man himself, his knowledge and experience, honesty and integrity, absorbing and ultimately uplifting. Oh my God. Who thinks that this is a good idea? Look at so they did, I almost forgot about this. They did a trailer for the documentary on YouTube, and you take a look at, I don't think I've ever seen, maybe for a Call of Duty trailer, I've seen a ratio that bad. That is horrific. And by the way, I don't think we're far away from them just removing the dislikes to like ratio on YouTube. It is crazy. If you search, and this isn't because, I'm just an independent, I see this stuff. If you search Joe Biden, just an interview of Joe Biden, just talking about something random on some random news channel that uploaded it, whatever. It's not some right wing or left wing or anything like that. It's just a random news channel that uploads an interview of Biden or talking about health, whatever. The likes to dislikes on those videos, Kamala Harris as well. Kamala Harris is now more disliked than Joe Biden. And their plan was for Kamala Harris to take the torch from Joe Biden and run in 2024. At least that's what I think it is. Joe Biden can barely read off a teleprompter. I don't know how he's going to run another campaign in 2023 for the 2024 election. But oh my goodness, it's crazy. I really do think we're headed towards YouTube removing the likes to dislikes ratio. You take a look at some of them. It's mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing. And another thing I saw earlier today, CNN released a poll that Joe Biden's approval rating was 50%. It was 50 to 49%. It reminds me of back in high school when you used to copy your friend's homework, but you didn't want to, you didn't want to have it as the exact same, so you changed a few things. It was like CNN said, we can't make this poll say Joe Biden has an approval rating of 58% because then no one would believe it. So we got to make it believable. So let's just say, he still is more liked by the general public than he's disliked. So they put the approval rating at 50% in the poll, and they were talking about it this morning for an hour about Joe Biden having a 50% approval rating, and was 50% to 49%, and I guess 1% didn't have an opinion on it or whatever. But it's just funny. It's like you're copying your friend's homework, but you can't make it the exact same because then the teacher will know. It's like CNN said, well, we can't make the poll say its approval rating's 58% because everyone has been a negative approval rating right now. So let's just make it at 50%. Yeah, let's just do that. That's what they did. I love this stuff. It is hilarious. But this documentary, I mean, if this doesn't prove that Fauci was always all about himself, I'm telling you guys, the Democrats went to him at the beginning of the pandemic. They said, we will make you the star in America. He wants to be a star. He's got the title, Fauci. The title is his last name. That's it. That's the title. And you see all these people I love to see the overall amount of people that are just, the overall, audience completely pushing up against this crap. It's just ridiculous. You're making this this is coming out during the pandemic. This isn't 2025 when COVID isn't a thing. They're still testing people. People are still missing NBA games, NFL games, MLB games because you have COVID. Like, this hasn't gone away yet, and they're making this right now. It's hilarious, ladies and gentlemen. But that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.